I am Jiaul Haq from Bangladesh. I am working in the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and I've been in the process of preparing the national communications, the third national communication which recently developed, and we have started developing the first BUR. I was one of the coordinators of this process. There are some challenges we have faced so far. With regard to the energy sector, there are a lack of reliable data consistent with the IPCC guidelines. For instance, there are lack of information and reliable data on the coal, the quality of coal and the calorific value of coal, what would be the fugitive emission from the gas distribution and transmission. And with regard to the agriculture sector, there are some challenges we have faced during preparation of third national communication. For instance, we have some methane emission from rice cultivation, but we don't have any specific country-specific emission factor. So we face some problem of having the right information, the right emissions from our national communication, particularly in terms of greenhouse gas inventory. And there are other sectors, waste and other sectors, that there are some problems we faced. We have tried to overcome those challenges in terms of putting in place the good institutional arrangements at country level. During our third national communication, what we did, that we from Department of Environment, the leading organizations to develop the national communication and the BUR, and under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So we formally requested the other sectoral ministries and the data providing agencies who actually generate data and store data in terms of greenhouse gas inventory and mitigation assessment. So we formally requested them to provide the reliable data, the accurate data that we are seeking for, and we also provided them with the template to fill out this template so that we can have the accurate data that will be consistent with the requirement of the IPCC guidelines. We actually used the 2006 guidelines, so there are some specific data we needed to collect, collate, compile, and synthesize. And at the same time, since we got some expert assistance from the outside, we actually hired some external consultants, the experts, to work with us during the preparation of third national communication. And what we did at the institutional level, that we designated some regular staff. We call it assistant directors. So we designated 5 assistant directors. We call them sectoral lead. So they actually worked very closely with the external consultants, the experts that we hired for the third national communication, and they worked very closely with them. They went for collection, compilation, and at the same time synthesizing the report in a manner that we can put this in the inventory. At the same time, we developed a good archiving system. So we have a good information base. We call it a database for second national communication, third national communication. We lost the information of the initial national communication that we submitted in 2002. But since then, actually the second national communication and third national communication, we actually managed to archive this information and data in a proper manner. We actually did this archiving system in a good manner. We started the implementation of first the CBIT project. So we are hoping that through the implementation of CBIT, we will establish a good data sharing platform with a good effective coordination mechanism with formal agreement among the data providing agencies and the sectoral ministries. So hopefully after the completion of the CBIT project, we will be able to have a sustainable data management platform in the Department of Environment, as well as we will have a permanent data sharing arrangements at country level. We have Statistics Act, so National Statistics Act, and we have the Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics, a designated authority to to collect, compile, and publish the national statistics in Bangladesh. So through the CB project and outside the CB project, we are trying to have a very good collaboration with the Bangladesh Bureau of Statistics. And we are actually trying to build their capacity to accommodate our needs, particularly in terms of assessing the greenhouses, and at the same time the mitigation assessments. Normally they don't do. They actually collect the normal statistical information at national level. But now with the help of the National Statistics Act, we are trying to legalize those efforts in a way, since we don't have any climate change act. So we are trying to legalize those Statistics Act in favor of our activity, meaning that with the support of them, they have some capacity. They can actually extend their support to the Department of Environment and under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So hopefully there will be a national arrangements that will be collect not only the national statistics as well as the greenhouse gas inventory in a same platform. So we are hoping that in the future we will have a very unique and a collaborative platform involving all stakeholders together.